Well, folks, what is the crack? Welcome to Dome Keeper. This is a lovely little indie game that basically you have to mine for resources while defending your dome every cycle. It's a fantastic little game where you get to play as either an assessor or an engineer, and you can have different kind of gadgets, and there's many different runs. You can do assignments, just a relic hunt, prestige mode, and things like that. So yeah, it's a really great game. And so I think to start with, we're going to just do a wee relic hunt, and I think we will do just hard difficulty. Well, no, we'll do normal difficulty for now because I haven't played it in a while. And we're going to do we run modifiers? No, we'll not run any modifiers this time around. And we'll use the Tesla dome with the drone yard. Normally you would start with the laser dome and the shield, but I've played this for a good wee bit. So, and we've also got pets and stuff here. So these are the rewards that I've currently got active. You get more badges by doing the guild rewards. Let's do this thing. So this is a punishment, I believe, as part of the game. We have done bad things, and so this is how we're being punished. So this is our little Tesla dome. So we attack enemies. We're just gonna start mining, and this little guy at the top that looks a little bit like a squid is our drone, and what he's going to do is he's going to come down and he's going to collect our items for us. We can upgrade them to either attack for us or just to speed up their like efficiency rate, and we can get more of them and stuff like that. So what our drone is currently collecting for us is iron. These little eyes at the bottom of the screen there are water, and you can also get cobalt. So each item is used to upgrade your dome, so that you can, each one's used to upgrade your dome, and I'll show you here what I mean, just to make it a little bit easier for, oh no, that's for battle. So this is your tech tree, which is quite extensive. So you can have, you know, more transport drones, you can increase the speed. This is where you can have them attack. So you can either have more drones with a shorter spawn time, or you can have longer lasting drones, so they'll last 5 seconds instead of 3, and more shots. So yeah, and then you can continue here that you can have additional drones if you have the right amount of water. So I think what we'll maybe aim for at the moment is probably dig strength, either that or reticle speed and strength for our actual Tesla, because then that'll just allow us to hopefully have a much easier time when it does come to the heavier waves if we scale that properly. I don't anticipate, this is famous last words, I don't anticipate it being too difficult, considering it is normal difficulty and on a medium-sized map. So, and it shouldn't take us too long either. But yeah, and we should be getting towards our first wave of enemies. So this little tracker in the bottom left is a part of one of the guild. Oh, here we go. Part of one of the guild assignments. And as you can see, we just don't do quite a lot of damage right now. So we'll be looking to upgrade that. 6. Okay. So, oh, and we have some water, don't we? So we can upgrade how many? Yeah, 3 and 1. So we'll upgrade the amount of drones that we have and the speed as well. This just hopefully makes it more efficient, and that we don't have to worry about bringing items up ourselves, because then that means that we don't have to put in the iron to that. So we don't have to, I wouldn't say waste it, but we don't have to use it up, because the iron seems to scale a lot faster when you're putting it into your keeper's lift rate, but not when you put it into your drone's lift rate. So we'll certainly keep tabs on that, and we seem to have quite a lot of iron right off the bat here. We seem to be doing pretty well in terms of resources so far. Now, this again is famous last words, no doubt. because sometimes it just, the drought happens. You get loads and loads and loads to start with, and then a massive drought just kicks in. Right. And I think what we'll do is we'll lift. I know I said that we'll expect the drones to do a lot of the work, but if we can, because if you look here, I've just got too many items, so we can only carry about 4 at a time. But if you want to have a decent pace as well, I'd say that you're really looking 2 or 3. So here we are, and we're going to look to do reticle speed, and then hopefully we're also going to have our drones help us out as well. So let's just clean this guy up. Perfect. So you can see just there with the little white damage indicator that we have indeed taken a bit of damage. So cobalt will be used for that little later on. Once we have that unlocked, it'll just increase the amount of health that we can repair from it. So, and as you might be able to see, the way that I'm doing this mining at the minute is in blocks of 2. I try to keep this up the whole way through it, because when you mine at the top of the block of 2, you can see what's on top, and then when you mine at the bottom of the block of 2, you can see what's on bottom. So you don't have to do a strict like line by line by line, but I just find that if you do it in blocks of 2, it makes it a lot easier. And you can see that we're getting towards the harder rock at the minute, so we're just gonna, I think, put some iron into dig strength for the next one, drill power, so that these don't really give us as much bother, because you can see how much time we're spending. And those little electric rock looking things, that's an upgrade that we'll be able to use for our dome itself. So we don't really have the time to do it this time round. So how many? Okay, we have 11. So if we do this and increase the shot damage too, we'll also be looking to do quick shot. Quick shot just means that it decreases the amount of time that it takes for this circle to charge. And look at how slow it is. Oh, I thought I could catch him on the way through. Boom. All right. So happy days with that. And we're also still moving pretty slow at this stage of the game, but that'll be rectified hopefully quite soon. So let's see how much difference the drill strength made. Well, I would say it made a noticeable difference anyway, which is good. It means that we're not quite out of our depth yet. So let's just continue to dig through this upgrade. So the drones actually can't take the upgrade with it, so we have to take it with us because it's just too big for the drones to take. So that's the main thing that we need to worry about keeping an eye out for, because look at how slow this is. Keep an eye out for, so that we can keep our dome as powerful as possible, but we also need to be as efficient as possible with how long it takes, obviously, for the keeper to bring up the gadget. So here we go. We've got a spire, defensive spire that shoots incoming projectiles, a missile launcher, that's all I'll be checking because it's overpowered, and resource packer. Installs a resource packer into your suit, which can pack and compress multiple resources into a bundle, making them easier to transport. We don't need that because we've got the drones for that. I keep calling them droids. We've got the drones for that, so that's not really super high on our priority list. So let's look at increasing their speed, and then I believe we'll go for top speed after this. I know that we don't really have too much time until our next wave, but we'll get a wee bit of this cave bashed out, especially with our new drill strength. So, oh, there's some more iron. Thank goodness we went this way. And we just missed out in that wee bit. See, that's where the blocks of 2 would have really come in handy, and our dome is going to be taking a heck of a beating because I wasn't really paying attention in the bottom left. Oh dear. So that's all right though, because you can see here that I can press R to shoot a missile, and it automatically shoots a missile to hit our opponent. So it gets added in here to the bottom of our list, to the bottom of our tech tree, and we can increase the barrage and improve the damage that our missiles do. And that's going to be something that we're definitely going to be looking towards, because when it gets to late game, you can almost rely on your missile launcher to completely eradicate a wave. It's so overpowered and it's brilliant. It's a top gadget for me to pick up every time. And it just means then that we don't have to think about putting too much iron into like how much damage our Tesla dome actually does. Obviously we will be keeping up the damage and the resources with that, because that is our main source of damage and defense. So we'll definitely be working towards that, but it just allows us to take a wee bit of stress and a wee bit of pressure off relying solely on our dome. And you'll see a little later on, hopefully we make it. I don't see why we shouldn't, but you'll see a little bit later on, whenever we do make it to the later rounds, that how overpowered the missile launcher actually is. So we'll just dig out this last little bit and go straight back up to the dome, because the next wave is very near us, and it means that we also get to do a wee bit of upgrading too, because as you can see, our drones have been working flat to the mat. I think we'll do some speed and quick shot as well. So there we go. We'll just shoot a couple of these and done. No worries. No worries, no problems. And I didn't need to, it was just 2 pushes of a button there. Didn't need to worry about how quick my reticle was of the Tesla dome that time round. And it just, that was super quick, super easy. Just means that we can get straight back down to what this game is all about. It's about stripping this planet of all its goodies and minerals, while also trying to find the relic to get us off of this planet, so that we can send all of the resources back to whence it came. So we're still looking pretty good for on the resources front. We're gonna eventually get a little HUD on the bottom left that shows us exactly how much of each resource that we have. So we'll be sure to do that, and I'm sure that you'll also be quite blown away at how in depth this game is, really. So you can have maps that are huge. You could be playing a map for an hour, or more. And I'm actually going to just extract now, and we'll bring some water with us. You can be playing maps for hours, and it's fantastic because you don't feel like you're playing. You just get sunken into the game. It's one of those that you can play super laser focused, or you can just play as I've got a spare half an hour, and it really just depends on how much or how big the map is that you choose. So there's the resource HUD on our bottom left, and it also shows our health. So we can also repair our dome. I don't think we need to just yet. I think it would be a bit of a waste of resources. We're not going to use auto aim. Electro orb would be pretty good right about now, but I would also like some drones. But what would we like? Parasitic drones or battle grid? I think we're going to look for battle grid, and these are also just going to allow for us, if we're a little bit late to the dome, this little bubble where the Tesla is around. As you can see, the little droids come out of that, and that's us. They will fight for us. And it just means that if we are a little bit late to the dome, we're stuck in the mine or something like that, we can't really find our way out, that they will start the fight for us. And it's just, again, another bit of pressure, another bit of stress that's off our chest. And in the long run, again, they are invaluable. So we're just going to continue our little sweep here and try and get Oh, see, I think we need to upgrade our drill again, because look at how long it's taking us to get through some of these blocks, and they only get more and more dense as we go down. So, and it also looks like this isn't going to be a straight down kind of run, because as you can see on the right hand side there, that there's some rock that looked like the stuff that you'd get at the edge. Yeah. So we'll have to find a way around them, or we'll have to get an upgrade for that a little later on. So I would imagine that we're going to have to go down about here. Yeah, there we go. See, we're getting more and more items now, even though down to the left it showed that we were finished. So we've got 5. Let's bring 2 of these up just while we can. And we'll get through. We might need to have some more drones kicking about, because they're not completing the quota as quickly as I would hope that they would. But that's all right for now. We'll sort that. We've got 6, 7, and 12. 7 and 12. So what are we looking for? That's just a faster reticle. What about improved missiles? I think we're okay for damage at the minute. And we'll go for more of them. And then it can do up to 250 damage. Okay. Let's just get ready for this battle. And again, these little parasites, or drones, or whatever you would like to call them, on the right hand or on the left hand side are going to help us out. So let's just shoot a couple of missiles. Oh. See, they don't always hit, which is annoying. But what can you really expect? It's, you know, it's not supposed to be a one size fits all. If it hit every single time, it would be the most overpowered thing ever, and nobody would ever use any other gadget. However, people do use other gadgets. There's hundreds, maybe not hundreds, but there's quite a plentiful amount of gadgets in this game. I'd say maybe 15, 20, and somewhere in and around there anyway, and they all have different effects and things like that, and some have different slots that they take up. So some of them could be your defense slot, or your seller slot, or things like that. So you can have converters that make iron into water, or water into iron, or sometimes even into cobalt. So that, you know, that tries to then balance out how much resources that you have, but that's all well and good when you have all of the resources to balance out. At the minute, obviously, we do not have the condenser, so you know, we can't use it. So let's see here. Let's add some items into here. So this is just going to merge it straight into our. It's basically like a wee teleporter there, which is super good. So it means then that we don't have to rely too much on the drones when we're down on the bottom right hand area. However, it's obviously not on every area, and we can just hopefully relieve the stress on the drones as well. So let's increase the health that we have at the minute, and increase the damage that we're doing with the shots. So shall we increase? Let's increase the speed. I think that the amount that we have is good at the moment. I think it's the speed that's really, really hurting us at the moment. And we'll add some overcharged drones. We don't need them right now, but we're just thinking future proof. And then I think we'll add some drill strength in the next cycle, and then speed as well. And then we'll look to do some more damage. Improved quick shot strength is going to be huge. It's going to be one of the bigger priorities. It means that if the missiles don't quite hit the target, they will be right here just to help out. So, right, let's see where we're going here. See, and now we're just not doing as much damage as we maybe once were. So as you can see, we're now into the blue zone here. So we're taking just a little bit longer to get through these blocks. So that's also why I'm thinking, well, we're gonna need to upgrade our drill pretty damn soon. But then once we get back into these purple blocks, we're absolutely sound as a pound and able to just rattle clean through them. So hopefully we can see some more resources pretty soon, because as I said, I'm hoping that we don't see a drought, because it can happen, and it happens somewhat often. So I'm hoping that, yes, here we go. I'm hoping that it doesn't happen and that we're absolutely clean as a bell for items. And we're just going to dig straight up. And we're going to just fire as many through as possible while trying to keep an eye on the bottom left on how long we've got to waste down here. So they're going to take a few more, and we're just going to throw 2 in as we go past and follow the drones on up. Oh dear. We'll do some more drones, or some more speed for drones. And there we are. Is that us? Nope. Oh, the first missile hit twice, did it? Oh, for dear sake. Hit the same target twice. So, yeah, okay. I was going to add some more iron to speed, but I think we're okay for speed right now. And I would like to get 12 to add to the damage, and then, which is what they're bringing up now, thankfully. We'll bring 12 so that we can get to the damage, and then we'll start worrying about the drill strength, because we're not doing too badly right now. We're getting through the areas rightly. It's just whenever we get to those more cobblestoney looking blue blocks like this, it's just taking quite long. And then once you get to the cobalt and the iron blocks of these, it can also add on time. So we'll just dig down a little bit and hope that we get to the softer rocks just for now, while we try and find some more iron to get more upgrades. There's some water. Happy days. You can never go wrong with water. So, and look at how quick our drones are moving now, which is promising to see. And there doesn't seem to be any sign of us finding the relic either. So that's indicative of the fact that we're probably about halfway, maybe not quite halfway down this this map just yet. Now, that's not a surefire thing. Sometimes that's how it works. You know, sometimes you can have the relic and it's basically right there at the top, or you can have it where it's, my goodness, right down at the very, 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 very bottom, and you have to try and get the whole way down to it. So and sometimes you have to spend 20-30 minutes trying to find out exactly where it is. So we're going to go for shot damage, and then we'll start going to quick shot and things like that, and then electro orb as well. Electro orb just means that it's an electronic, it leaves behind an electronic orb, basically, I suppose. Just, yeah, to help you out, so that whenever the hordes are plentiful, that they just walk into that AoE and they take damage and they die, which is quite handy to have as well. So we'll just go back down here. I think we're going to need to do the speed and the drill next, so that'll help us out. Hopefully there's just iron waiting to be found behind one of these blocks, super close by. Come on, we can do it. Nope. Alright, so we've got another gadget. What would we like? Drillbert, blast mining, or autocannon? I would quite like blast mining, because I feel like we've kind of already got an autocannon in the shape of our drones. So blast mining here just allows us to, it's basically a bomb that allows us to blow up a bit more of the debris. So we can increase it to have directional charges, which I've just accidentally bought. Well, that's good. Thank goodness I wanted that, not impact detonation. Blast, we can just increase the blast of it, and how quickly it produces. Yeah, I meant to click down there and I've just accidentally bought that. That's real good. Real good. God damn it. So that's fine then. I was going to buy another upgrade, but I guess that's on hold for now. So let's just get ready for battle. And where were they coming from? Here we go. We'll just mash R a little bit. There we go, sorted. And we'll bring our first bomb down for its maiden voyage, shall we say. So hopefully this has enough strength for now to help us out. So we'll go right to the edge again. And drop it down, because there's a hole down here where there is iron. So hopefully when we drop it down, it will just mine all the iron for us, because again, we're starting to get into the tougher territories. There we are. Perfect. Happy days. So what you might see there is the little water symbol. What that is that's actually a drone that's locked behind a like a little wall. And this can show up in anybody's playthrough. Like, you don't have to have the drones unlocked or anything like that. This just kind of happens on a random basis. And normally when these show up, there's water nearby, so you don't have to bring it from the other side of the map or anything like that there. It tends to be 1 or 2 blocks away. So I will imagine that once we move slightly more to the right of the locked away drone, that there's going to be some water. There it is. See? So it was, 5 or 6, maybe 7 blocks away. So we'll add that into there. And there's another droid in our fleet. All right. So let's see what upgrades we can do at the minute. Do we do any of the orbs? Or shall we just wait and do reticle speed? I think we'll wait and do reticle speed. So here we go. Let's get some of these going here. See you later. And then this should be the last enemy. Boom. Happy days. See how quick the missile launcher really makes things. So you can see why I went straight for it, because it's like, it's just off the charts as to how good it is. Unfortunately, this time around our bomb wasn't ready to use, so we'll just have to forego it this time, which is fine. We can make do with that. So I think we'll just continue as I said previously. We'll stick as uniformly to the 2 blocks as possible, just so that we don't miss anything out, and hopefully it'll yield a good haul. But we're going to be coming to a wall any minute now, so we'll just have to go back down a couple. Oh, here. Is this going to be the relic? Because they show up much like your upgrades. I think it might be. It is going to be the relic. So what you do is you just hover over it, and if you're playing on PC, you hit spacebar. And if you notice, I'll actually delete the... Yeah, so if you notice here, there's like a little cable, and it's pointing down to the left. So that just shows you where the relic actually is. So there's, I think, 3 or 4 anyway, little nodes that are attached to the relic, and that'll just... That basically makes you unlock it. So you still have to venture through, and this is just a wee water area. It's happy enough. We need to keep an eye on the bottom left as well. So yeah, the nodes just force you to have to explore that little bit more, and you'll then, once you select all the nodes, the little diamond here, or the rhombus, or the cube, or whatever you want to say, it'll open up, and it'll be just the exact same looking as an upgrade, but only it's a circle. So then you just bring it up as per usual, and then that starts the final wave. So this has actually been quite one of the faster ways round. So yeah, we'll definitely do radical speed in preparation of that, and we'll just continue with the battle. We also should really look at doing some upgrades to our missiles just to make sure that they've got the right amount of damage, because the last wave is no joke. So how much are we going to need to max those out? We're going to need 20 iron and 8 water. We've got the 8 water, we need 20 iron. So I think that's doable, and we'll definitely not engage the final fight until we've got all 20, because the missile launcher is going to be make or break for us, because we haven't maybe put just as many upgrades into our dome, just because we were gifted with the missile launcher right at the very start. So come on. No, not gonna do it for me, because there's iron there. Get out of the way, iron. There we are. Nope, still iron there. Let me access the iron. There we go. Is it gonna have enough? No, for God's sake. Come on. There we go. That's the wrong one. No. That's alright. We'll just mine through these ones then. You might have noticed just where I collected the water last time, in the little water lake area, it actually regened, which is quite nice as well. So if you do find that early on in the game, and it becomes a little bit of a lifeline for you, because you don't have to worry about seeking out water. You know exactly where to find at least 3 every 20, 30, maybe 20, 30 seconds, maybe. I don't think I've seen it really go much longer than a minute, if that. So yeah, it's really handy. And you can get iron trees as well, which is much the same sort of gimmick. It allows you to come back every now and then to collect some iron, and it's proper handy. So there we go. I think it was only 2 this time. Nope, there must be another node somewhere, or maybe I just didn't click it right. That's okay, because we have to go back up and we'll have to finish this wave off. So I think we might be a little late to the party, but that's okay, because that's what we've paid our drones to do, or our droids, whatever. And yeah, we're definitely going to be a little late to the party, but that's okay. We'll just put on the nitrous here, and we'll get right to it. Come on. There we are. Not quite late, so happy days. So let's do some of the battle then. Oh, I've just hit A by accident. Oh well. Or sorry, I hit Q by accident, not A. There we are. See, even though I did a little bit of a whoopsie, we're straight through. No problems. So just while I remember, and we have the right amount of iron, we'll just increase the damage of those missiles, because as you saw on the left hand side with that last enemy, it hit it but didn't kill it. So hopefully that is negated now, because we have increased the damage to it. This, we should be able to do it next round. Look at this. Look at that. Kaboom. Happy days. So that's the final relic, and that is what we're going to be using to complete this run. And I think so far, touch wood, it's been a pretty successful run so far. The beauty of this game, there's no wrong way to play it. It's just you get in, you try and find the relic while keeping your dome defended, and it's that simple. And then if you do want to up the ante, you can have it on a bigger map, or you can have it, I don't know, as a challenge or whatever you wish. But again, it's up to you, and that's the way that the developers, I feel like, wanted this game to be. It's very much up to you, and it's fantastic. I have loved every minute of playing this game. I've played it for hours and hours and hours. I've even played it like when I'm away and things like that. Like it's not a very software intensive or hardware intensive game. So if you have a Steam Deck, it's definitely playable on it, and it's very, very enjoyable on the Steam Deck as well. And it's fully controller supported and things like that. So if you don't really like to use keyboard and mouse for these types of games, that's absolutely no problem, and you can just plug in your controller and play, absolutely no worries. And it's just a fantastic little game. I would highly recommend, if you have the chance to pick it up, to do so, because you'll certainly not regret it. It's one of those games that you can put on for a couple of hours and just play away, or you could put it on for half an hour and it's no problem. If you want to finish up in the middle of a run, that's fine. It saves your progress right away, so it's fine. So I'm just actually going to leave that there for now. We're just going to do some last minute upgrades because there's no point in having these left over. I think we'll just do one of these. Right, so this is what separates the adults from the children. Are you ready? Oh dear, here we go. So let's just get shooting these real quick, because those enemies are pretty gnarly if you let them get past you. And you can see here that there's quite a lot of just enemies. Oh god. Oh dear. Oh god. We maybe should have increased the reticle speed. Oh gravy. Come on, come on, come on, come on. We'll have the lingering one, because then that just means that those smaller guys, it's fine. How did our missiles just disappear? No. It's not okay. Ah. Go away. Get off. No, we're closed. Get away from me. We're closed. There we go. So we're also going to need to just get rid of that guy down there. Yeah, you back up 6 feet. There we go. Yep, now we're looking good. Now we're getting to the reason. Come on. Get you out of here, bud. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Thank you. Yeah. All right. All right, your dome is saved. Happy days. So, let's see a wee time lapse there. You can see a time lapse of how you mined. And you can see that we started very methodically, and then it kind of all went to pot. Because you can upgrade it, and how much of the space that we lost out of as well. So you can see this top left here, we've just completely neglected entirely, and here we've missed out on some cobalt and water, and we were just 1 block away from each. And same here, we're 2 blocks maybe away and 1 block away there. So it just shows that these maps can be quite big. This is only a medium map, and this is how it's laid out and how big it is. So yeah, if you like this kind of content, be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more of this kind of thing, or just content from me in general. I upload every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, and I upload shorts every now and then just as and when I can. And so if you enjoyed it and you think somebody else would enjoy it, share it with friends, family, and until next time, stay safe, stay well, and bye-bye.